Hi Sagittarius, welcome back. So Sagittarius, this is going to be your reading for mid-September. It's going to run through the current present energy all the way into the beginning of October, about a 2-week time frame, okay? But time is malleable, so for some of you this will resonate past, some of you present, some of you future. Take it as it resonates. It is a general reading. And thank you for joining me, and let's get started, okay? So, Sagittarius, overall energy for this time period for Sagittarius. Let's see what we got here. Whoop. So, Sagittarius, overall energy, interesting, is North Node of Destiny. I just did the weekly readings in my live this morning, and you got the same card in that reading. So, just more confirmation about that. You actually have had this same card in the last 2 to 3 readings. So, repetitive message about your spiritual path and the soul school. I think some of you are getting kind of a learning curve experience during this time period where you may feel like maybe you fell off of your path, or you're a little bit confused about what you're here to do for some of you, or I think that you're really, really searching for that fulfillment and diving deep during these next 2 weeks or so. This is also about getting more experience, seeing things come to fruition, and keeping your integrity along the way is going to be really important, okay? This is a process of maturing, Sagittarius. So even if it seems like things maybe aren't going in your direction, everything happens for a reason, right? And so sometimes when things don't work out the way we had anticipated them to work out, that's exactly how it was supposed to work out, because what you're learning from that is growth, and what you're taking away from that is experience, and with experience we get maturity, and with maturity we get spiritual growth. And so regardless of, I guess, where you thought you should be versus where you are, just know that it's all in divine order and everything is as it should be. Coming into this time period, you're starting out the reading with the 6 of Cups. This is a card that references our childhood and thinking back to childhood memories, that hopefulness that we have as children, that ability to think that you can be whoever you want to be. All children think that. Children do not limit their minds based on what the world has told them, because there's still an innocence there to some respect. And I feel like some of you are needing to reconnect with that. If you're telling yourself, you can't, reconnect with that inner child in you that believes everything is possible. I feel like that very strong, like a reconnection type of vibe there, Sagittarius. Yeah, because I think that there has been some sense of defeat here, or inner turmoil going on here. Could be bringing up issues from the past that you long thought were dealt with, gone, and now you're like, what the heck? I thought I was past this. Like, why am I going backwards? The message is you're not going backwards. Because even though you may return to the same issue or problem several times in your life, it's like a spiral staircase. So each time you come back to it, you have grown a little bit more. You take something else with you, and then next time you come to it, you are a different person each time. Does that make sense? And that is how we grow as souls. So let go of that defeatist mentality, Sagittarius, if you've been having some issues with that. Yep, and then there's the 4 of Wands here. I think that, you have people here that want to help support you. The phrase that came to mind was Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. I have no idea why. Maybe that's someone's favorite movie out there. I've actually never watched it. It's a sisterhood type of mentality, though. And whether you're a male or female, it's like that mentality of knowing that you you are surrounded by your soul group, and you have people here that want to support you. The Four of Wands also denotes family, and really placing some focus there, working on that, getting your emotions back in order if you've been moody or, you know, not quite feeling like yourself. You know, yes. Sorry, I had I had a bunch of cards come out here. So, Two of Cups, Ace of Wands. Wow. Yow, wow, wow. I don't know. Two of Cups. Yowza. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah. There's a connection here, a very strong soul connection. That's what I was talking about, your soul group, your like minds, the people that have your back, that want to see you succeed. You know what I'm saying? Like, those people are here to help you get through, you know, whatever inner turmoil or defeatedness type of energy you have here, but you have to reach out, you know, for that and be more emotionally available to that. I feel like there is a lot of emotions in this spread here, a lot of blue showing up for you. You're actually kind of showing up as more of a cups energy, you know, so I think like that's important to hear, that you have that support there. I think you're interested in building up, for some of you, career, hobbies, self, home, things like that. There's a focus on wanting to work on self, but like kind of sometimes I think your emotions or negative thinking gets in the way of progress, you know what I'm saying? And then I think once you emotionally balance things out, refocus your energy, then at the end of the time period into October, you meet this like mind, or you pull in the support that you've been needing. For some of you, this is a new connection. For some, it's a renewed connection. And then the Ace of Wands, bam, new creative ideas, new creative ventures, new, you know? It's like once you let go of the idea that you cannot, you can, you know? I like that. So I feel, yeah, a lot of passion coming towards the end of October. Like I said, some of you are pulling in a new connection, finding that inner strength again, realizing the badass that you are as just being a Sagittarius, that fiery nature that you can bring. But, you know, needing to kind of get everything on board, you know, so it's good to have goals, Sagittarius, and to put all of your effort into it, but if your emotions aren't there, you're like a piece of you is not really in it, you know, it gets discombobulated and it makes it hard to push things forward. So really trying to temper that, I feel. Being more emotionally open and available. Talk to people, Sagittarius. Talk. And I'm not saying like put all of your business out there, but if you have friends or people you can trust and they're there for you, talk, you know, because I think that will help alleviate some of this and gain a new, fresh perspective. Like I said, there is a strong Two of Cups connection here, and it's available to you, and passion, you know, this looks great. So, yes, get out of your own way. That's what I was saying. Nine of Swords, stress, anxiety, stuck in your head, things like that. That's a defeatist mentality as well. You know? So, I feel like, yeah, that's it. Sorry, thought I had more, but I don't. I feel like, yeah, you just don't get in your own way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you win some, you lose some, but in the end, you win all of the time. Because even if you lose, you're gaining perspective, knowledge, new information, you know, and then you use that to your advantage. And I feel like that'll be really important, whether that's in career or love. And I see like working on that during this time period. And you have a lot of people, or at minimal, one very strong soul group connection here that wants to see you succeed, and that's beautiful. So, Sagittarius, if you are only interested in you and what you're dealing with, this is where the reading ends. For those of you who are dealing with a specific person or people and you would like to know more about their situation, then this is where the reading continues. So, person Sagittarius is dealing with over the next 2 weeks or so. Person Sagittarius is dealing with. Okay, wow, their cards came out all at once. So they're coming into the energy as the Justice card. I feel like this person is, working on balancing out their own moods, honestly. This person is somewhat not able to see everything that you're thinking or feeling. You know, they may not understand like what you're going through right now, or they just have a hard time putting themselves in your shoes. Okay, is the message I'm hearing. But I do feel that this person wants that balance here. I feel like they do want movement forward. The Chariot is here. But at the same time, I feel like the Seven of Swords is here. So some defensiveness and untrusting type of energy on their end. You know, I feel like this person feels extremely left out in the cold, Five of Pentacles. And they're looking for their new beginning as well. I think that this person, they're kind of looking at you like, just like that, like the face I just made. Like, I don't really know what's going on over there. You know, it's a bit of like a skeptical vibe here. I feel like this person also may put on some sort of facade that they're moving forward in a grand way and feeling balanced and good and all of that. But I think internally they have some other things going on that, you know, they may feel like they're being attacked at times, or that they're left out, or, you know, like kind of like, yeah, a defensive energy. And I think that they tried to cover that piece of themselves up here, not wanting the world or you to see that possibly. Also, the Seven of Swords can be, for a few of you, it's kind of like a watching from a distance type vibe, say, if you're not like actually talking to this person right now. Just FYI. And then they end on the Fool, okay? So I think that this person is a bit impulsive at times in their behavior. They have some maturing to do, some growth to do themselves, you know, even though they may appear very mature on the surface. I think that, you know, internally this person has their own turmoil going on and searching for that. Yeah, and as I say, inner turmoil, there's that Five of Swords. If you remember, you had the Five of Swords on your side as well. So, yeah, that's that internal conflict I was talking about. And that internal conflict may cause this person to act impulsively or say or do things that aren't necessarily truthful, you know, at times. Maybe not telling the truth about the way that they feel, you know, with you, or just in general. Yeah, King of Swords energy here. I think that this person, I heard puts on a show. And now I have a Rihanna song in my head. Very entertaining. But it's over now. Anyways, yeah, so like on the surface, very calm, cool, collected, very intelligent person, or at least wants people to think that they are. Inside, lots of inner turmoil going on. And a somewhat childish type of behavior, you know, that they can sink into maybe when they're not in their highest vibrating self. And don't get over judgmental. All of us can be childish at times, regardless of how old you are. But I feel that you had the childhood card on your side too. So this person has some issues that I feel stem from childhood, honestly. But I think they tried to cover that up. You know, they're in a very contemplative state during this time period. Like I said, either not wanting to see their own faults or not wanting to see yours, or there's something here about that. You know, not wanting to show insecurities. But Seven of Pentacles, you had the Eight of Pentacles. This person is willing to put the time and energy in. They want to see growth in self and this dynamic if it's with you. I saw the Eight of Pentacles on your side, which is putting, you know, the work in as well. And so I feel that overall, that is the hope of this person, is to see something come to fruition here. And I think that they have been patient. They're patiently waiting for that. Slow to act maybe at times, but the Four of Wands, you have so many repeating cards, like for real. You had the Four of Wands too. Different deck. Yeah, I think, you know, they want stability within the family environment, or this dynamic, this relationship within, period, you know. And I feel they have some inner battles going on. Yeah. But so do you. And I feel that somehow you guys bouncing off of each other is helping to churn that spiral staircase that is our spiritual growth. Does that make sense? And so, interesting messages. Wow, bottom of the swords, bottom of the deck, Nine of Swords. You had the Nine of Swords. Like, I can't even, you have so many repeating cards. Like, whether you seem alike on the surface or not, internally, you both have a lot of similar energies here. So I think this person does get stuck in their head too, does stress about things that they cannot control, you know, and yeah, maybe their own worst critic internally, right? So I think like this person is over here kind of feeling a deep connection. I feel with you. Like I said, I got the Two of Cups out in your side. I think that if this is intimate love, they feel very passionate about you. And I guess just not really knowing how to balance that out in this time period is the issue. They have a lot of quiet energy over here. So I think like they're thinking a lot, you know, not expressing a lot or anything for some of you, you know. I feel that, yeah, but internally they're wanting to work on things. Okay. Or working on self, right? So, zodiac signs you might be dealing with, Sagittarius, during this time period. I have here Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Aries, Scorpio is at the bottom of the deck, Cancer, Aquarius is out again, could be Cancer, Pisces, Leo. Yes. Those are the predominant zodiac signs I have out, but this certainly can be any zodiac sign. It's a general reading that could be placements in your birth chart or the birth chart of the person you're dealing with. Going to be different for all of you, but I do hope it resonates. And if so, please do like, share, and subscribe. Check out my social media account links down in the description box below. Wish you the best. Till next time, my friends. Namaste. Bye.